whoever was here during the heydays of the manosphere, he was not there. Oh shit, I forgot my heater is voice activated. So it's reacting to my voice. So calm the now. Not, so this guy was a big part of getting women in the spear. So my history with Mr. Fantastic was in Game Changer, right? He called me gay because I said that some men use sex styles because sex is embarrassing to them, because women make sex embarrassing to guys, because women put their high standards on men, porn standards by the way, on men, and they think that the average dick size for a black guy should be the BBC that they see on porn and not in real life. The average size for most guys is either 4 or 5, not even a 6.5 or 5.5. So this guy started calling me gay, and then Jessica X joined him, and then eventually I kind of seen who he was. He had a fallout with Game Changer. He had a fallout, he had a back and forth with Jerome Whiteside. There's a lot of shit that was in that period, that time when he came into the space. So I'm going to re-elaborate the shit that he's saying in this live stream. And I'm going to pretty much tell you a lot of shit behind it. Because mind you, I have some of the history within my video catalog. And I'm probably going to go to it and show you.
Caught the Kevin Samuels wave, right? And, gives.
Now, we have to understand that a lot of people took Kevin Samuels shit, and that's when they started making content, because Kevin Samuels took content from people, right? So Kevin Samuels was pretty much a fake, a phony. Kevin Samuels was on live stream in Obsidian's live stream, saying that MGTOW doesn't bring any money. To make MGTOW content and Red Pill content about 5 or 6 years later. The same year that Kevin Samuels blew up is the same year he said that live streaming wasn't profitable. So Kevin Samuels was a guy who was a big opportunist. And I said this before, if Kevin Samuels didn't die, he would have turned into the villain. He would have turned against the space. And he would have been the ultimate detractor of the Manosphere and Red Pill. Look at Sneeko. Look at Myron Gaines. Look at Fresh and Fit in general. Look at all these other people who was talking Red Pill, MTR, all these reactionary channels. Look at all the people that's in the Black Manosphere. O'Shea. Okay, don't text me now. O'Shea, Angry Man, all these people who was anti-passport, anti-woman, all that. Now they're pro-woman and this and this and that. That's why I said the Black Manosphere is fucking phony. But I'm going to show you a history that this guy is not going to show you. That just elaborates stuff that I have a backtrack. I know exactly the people. That's why I said, when I used to do PI work, one of the reasons why I never had to write shit down or sometimes write shit down was because I had a great memory, right?
Motherfucking blame the Kevin Samuels because he saw those people, he attached to those people and gave those people more shine than he gave the manosphere people shine. So they wrote.
So Fresh and Fit never came from Kevin Samuels. Fresh and Fit came from Solo Team 84. Solo Team 84 put a whole bunch of people on. Steph is Cold. What's that guy's name? Alpha Male Strategy. You don't hear from him anymore. Solo Team 84 had a great eye for talent. Same thing with O'Shea. But he had the eye for talent for the dysfunctional. The reason why O'Shea, Obsidian, and Angry Man was the top guys because they had the ability to find certain people and place them in the manosphere and give certain channels shine. Half of these channels are dead now. Half of these channels are gone. The Game Changers, I stopped listening to them back in 2021. MOT, I stopped listening to him in 2023, 2024, I think. There's a couple other people that I actually stopped listening to, right? Shout out to guys that kept on their grind. And certain people seen this. Bobby Tuno and Monday, shout out to him. He seen what the shit was. He seen everybody wasn't serious. Baba Tuna Ilmana is the most methodical and how can I put it? Meticulous guy that I ever seen. He remind me of me. He got a whole website that people didn't support. Or should I say some people that were supposed to support but they didn't support, right? You have guys like Kudagakari Jones who was trying to tell you about certain things. There was a lot of guys into that was in the SYSM space. They didn't falter. People came after them super hard. They didn't falter. And I was a proponent of SYSPM, and I'm still a proponent of, hey, choose SYSPM. They're the only ones out here that got standards, and you have to live by those standards. Or a bunch of stuff that you have to live by, or you can't call yourself SYSPM. That's a mindset, right? The tenets and everything else. It was a back and forth back then, right? Obsidian went against SYSPM. O'Shea went against SYSPM. Even your boy Angry Man. All three of these guys were fucking flip-floppers. But let him talk about the Kevin Samuels wave that Kevin Samuels did bring it. When Kevin Samuels died, what you call it? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for the word. It grandized him. I'll look for the word.
That wave, and then took over and started doing the exact same content they said they was against. Right? So now, every nigga is a gossip nigga. Mind you, it's a difference between doing content about the shit that's going on and some. But bro, come on, bro. This shit turned into motherfucking Lipstick Alley and what's the Madame Noir? Like, you niggas is turning into gossip. I'm like, damn. Oh, man, you just hating because, listen, bro, you can call it what the fuck you want to call it, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, y'all know the fuck I am.
But that's what happened when you invite women in. You make it about I'm better than him type of content. That's what it is. Because nobody wants to call it out, but he's a I'm better than you dude based off women, right? You don't do that around men. We don't go in a room and be like, yeah, I'm better than you. I'm taller than you. Oh, yeah, I get more bitches than you. That end up in a fight or somebody end up getting shot. But if you got one girl in the room, somebody's going to try to impress them and try to make everybody in that room look bad. Say you have 10 guys in the room and it's one female in the room. One guy is going to try to make himself look better than all of the 9 guys just to impress that girl. And everybody going to look at the guy and say, what the fuck is going on? We didn't say anything to you, dude. So that's how some of these guys is. You can't say you have to have women in the space 5-6 years ago, or 5-8, probably like 7-8 years ago, whatever, I don't know, and then say shit, and then start acting just like the dudes you say were acting like that. I mean, this guy himself, he'll get to it, right? The space, the quote unquote black manosphere turned into this. It's no longer a black manosphere. The most hardcore guys, or should I say the most stern dudes, they walked away. Guys like myself, lower term guys, low level guys, walked away. When you have an organization or a mindset or a mentality or a ideology, you have to have people in the ideology to push it forward. But when you lose the ground soldiers, you lose mid-level management, and then you lose the top management, it starts to become phony and faulty. That's what happened to the black manosphere. All three of the top heads turned out to be fake and phony. Obsidian turned on his fans multiple times. He tried to cash in on Kevin Samuels, got kicked the fuck off YouTube. O'Shea was a fucking opportunist scammer piece of shit. That's all he does is make video after video after video while living overseas in a fucking African country talking about American politics and American men. And his Ugandan channel, that shit don't do nothing. This dude deleted a video of him being scammed out of 20 grand by the little African motherfuckers that he was trying to promote. He was trying to promote people to go to Africa. Same thing with your boy Austin Holloman. But they not doing that no more. To go to Africa. Oh, Africa. The comment section is getting low. Nobody wants to go there. They see how arrogant these motherfuckers are. And they're like, I don't want to go over there. And an angry man, yeah, he turned on a bunch of men. Told niggas that, you know, you can't be a man until you have a kid, or you can't be a man until you take care of somebody else's kid. All that bullshit.
You niggas is gossip guys. Not gossip girls, but gossip guys. And the fact that you niggas is co-signing this, bro, that's not manosphere behavior. Shout out to Angry Man. I saw Angry Man critiquing the shit, and he was like, damn, bro. like, what the fuck have we got going on here? And the OG manosphere niggas and the people that are cut from the fucking manosphere cloth and the manosphere mindset, bro, we not with that shit. But, again, that's what came with the other side. Y'all gotta stop conflating the two. Y'all gotta stop conflating the two, bro. You gotta stop fucking conflating the two, dog. Shout out to Obstacle. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. Y'all gotta stop conflating the two, bro. And again, for all intents and purposes for now, nobody's even saying manosphere no more, right? It's just a general thing. But that is what people know, because people don't know about anything prior to the Kevin Samuels wave. So the very few people that are left, you know, y'all's granddaddy, daddy, BGS, Angry Man, hell, Jap said all the manosphere niggas gay, so he not fucking with it no more.
Jap was never manosphere. He came into the space to try to make sure that Minister Jap tried to come to the space in order to benefit off of men's disadvantage, right? And Minister Jap was a gossip little nigga anyway, right? All the shit that he said. Now he's an FBA channel. Let's go to Minister Jap. Let's go to Minister Jap real quick. Sorry, let's go right here. Jab. This is his videos. Go on to FBA. Right? Mind you, he's not popular like he used to be. Right? These are years ago. He was a phony ass nigga from the start. Game and swag and church. I exposed this dude years ago when he was talking about passport bros. And then I had him on live stream yelling back and forth with women on a panel. And I'm like, I thought you was talking about you getting women. Why are you on a panel at 3 something in the morning yelling back and forth? Mind you, I didn't know this was a stream like 2 days after it. All right. So who gives a shit about what Minister Jeff had to say? He was never manosphere. He came into space to try to use people, turned on Obsidian, and talked about Obsidian, and then bounced and left.
Hell, Jap said all the manosphere niggas gay, so he not fucking with it no more. Oh,
yeah, and also we forgot the Minister Jap video of him getting knocked the fuck out. Yeah, we never gonna forget that one, right?
He done is the official gossip nigga because he do the damn the celebrity gossip and shit, right? So, but O'Shea also said I left you niggas alone. So being that O'Shea completely and totally denounced the manosphere and said he wasn't fucking with the manosphere no more, he wasn't representing the manosphere no more. But now O'Shea is doing gossip. Now the manosphere niggas are gossip niggas. You see the problem in that? Even though what a nigga say, hey, I'm not fucking with that shit no more. I don't fuck with that. I'm gonna leave you niggas alone. OJ said this verbatim. Hey, I'm not even fucking with you niggas, bro. I'm over here in Africa. I'm doing the Africa thing. Then the Africa.
No. Let's stop this. Mr. Fantastic. Let's stop this. The reason why O'Shea did it because O'Shea was bringing all the niggas in the manosphere. He brought Taz. Taz and Nyla was doxing people, including you. Taz and the crew, the B1 crew, was all over the Manosphere channels, except Angry Man, because I don't think Angry Man liked them. There was mods in Obsidian's chat, blocking, banning people. They doxed Obsidian. They doxed Mr. Fantastic. They did a lot of shit to the point where people started kicking the fuck off and got their channel fucked up. Now they're more tamed. Nobody gives a fuck about them. Right? No more. Right? But that's who O'Shea brung in. He brung in a lot of pro-black motherfuckers. And they was just talking shit about the manosphere. Guess what O'Shea brung in? The most anti-guy, the guy that I don't like, but I got a whole bunch of receipts on, Super Sly. That's who he brung in. O'Shea brung a lot of dysfunctional people in. And when he brung the dysfunctional people in, they started doing a whole bunch of fuck shit in the manosphere. He didn't want to be a part of the fuck shit that he brung in. So he decided to leave. And said, fuck it. Angry Man is the leader of the manosphere. Obsidian is the leader of the manosphere. Fuck this shit. Guess what? But he still talked about it. Alright?
They fucked him over. O'Shea. You said you weren't gonna fuck with us, the niggas. Then you went over with the niggas, and the niggas ran them pockets. That's what you told us, brother. I'm just saying. O'Shea. I think you would have been better off with us, brother. But hey, it is what it is. Now you're doing that lane of content, right? And it's just, again, man, it's a traditional thing. You got beef season, right? You got what's next season. Listen, bro. Nigga said some shit to me. It was like, oh, man, you can't be fucking your subscribers. And I'm like, first off, nigga.
Now, it's a rule of regulations that you don't fuck around with your subscribers because they could come back and say whatever they say. There's a lot of shit that happened. And he's purposely not talking about a situation that happened with C Boogie, Game Changer, and Neon Eyes. Now, we're gonna listen to him, right? And I'm gonna give you the history of what happened when you fuck your subscriber, and they go and lie on you, and it becomes a big blow up.
First off, nigga, I'm grown, okay? First off, I'm grown. Ain't no grown man finna tell me what to do with my dick. First and foremost, okay? The problem ain't fucking the subscribers.
But you go around telling everybody else what to do with their dick. You telling them that if they don't fuck, they're gonna turn into mass shooters. When that's fake. They're more transgender mass shooters nowadays than it is incels. And incels are not going around randomly shooting and killing people. Because trust me when I say this, there's no opportunity for a whole bunch of incels to run up and shoot up motherfuckers. But they're not doing it. That was a fucking scare tactic by the other side.
Which again, and I'm talking in reference to, I saw O'Shea's thing where he was covering and it pretty much explaining what comes with this shit. Bro, listen. The niggas that got it, right?
Here we go. The grandizing bullshit of, hey, you got it, you got it, I'm better than you. And he does a lot of this I'm better than you content, right? I heard it all, especially in the manosphere, black manosphere. Oh, I'm better, I got all this. Remember there was a guy in Obsidian's chat room who was talking about game and swag and shit like that. And then it turned out that he married a single mom, and then his stepdaughter turned out to be a single mom herself, and then everybody blasted the fuck out of him, and then he bounced out of the manosphere because he was so talking about how he got it. Or how about Platinum Elite, how that piece of shit was doing? He don't got the manosphere, he doing some good numbers. How about the other guy, the other pimp guy who don't got no traction anymore? How about DJ Kuda, the fake pimp guy? How about when everybody turned on the game guys? But a couple years ago, before the pandemic, everybody was game. When Roger Allen Curry was alive, me and Roger Allen Curry went back and forth, and that's what I won. He's alive. He's dead. I'm alive. And his book, Roger Allen Coffin. Is anybody talking to reference Roger Allen Coffin? Is anybody reference that nigga? He's in the dirt. He already deformed, or embalming fluid or whatever, right? Whatever it is. So he ain't gonna go dust. But the soil is already, it stinks and all types of shit, right? He's dead. He's gone. People talk about Kevin Samuels more than they talk about a fucking Roger Allen Curry. Who won? We won. He lost.
And the women can tell. And the women choose. This is why I talk the shit I talk, because it's like.
So you go with women. Women are the worst gamblers out of the sexes. They gamble away their life. They gamble away their youth. They gamble away their best years to the wrong guys. And you're thinking that that's a stunt, that you're being chosen by a bunch of women.
Bro, like I said, I've never spilled the beans. I've never told on myself. I never told on anybody. But again, this YouTube shit has its perks. I don't use it for that. But you'll be surprised how many women hit you up, right? On some, ain't you, did I see you on YouTube, blah, 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 whatever, all this other shit, right? It has its perks, just like anything else. And I don't understand how we separate YouTube from any other job, right? YouTube and your 9 to 5, YouTube and the Navy, YouTube and whatever. Like I told you.
Most guys are, you can't be a channel talk about men and you think that somehow men are going to fuck the women on their jobs and shit. People don't want to lose their jobs and their livelihood because of some sexual interaction where they can do that shit outside.
It was women when I was on my last deployment that I never said a word to, and the first word they saying to me is, "Hey, what you doing on Liberty?" Okay, once we finally spoke, plotting on me. I had no idea. Right? It's the same thing when you got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of bro. I get like I get like 100.
Hey, it's not that women like high status dudes. Women like guys that can move them and make them feel important. All right. You have to understand that there's complex reasons why a woman will pick a guy. It could be for his looks. It could be for the fact that she's devoid of something. It could be the fact that she needs money. It could be the fact that she's absolutely tired and lonely. It could be many different reasons. It means that she doesn't have the ability. She doesn't have certain abilities, and she know if she date a certain type of guy, she will extract some of those abilities and learn from that guy, and then she dumps him. There's many different things. Some women go with a guy for a bodyguard. Some women go for a guy because that guy has social leverage over everybody else, over other men. Many different reasons.
1,000 views per month. People want to act like this shit is nothing, right? People, oh nigga, you just, oh nigga, you this and you that and you blah, blah, blah. Bro, your ass is in the chat, nigga. You ain't got no motherfucking, what's that? Nobody knows you. That's why you don't even put a picture up of yourself in your avatar, right?
And this is the thing about what Zero said. Zero was white. I mean, I said white. Zero was right? He said basically if the message is right, you don't really need to show your face. I mean, you don't know the face of a lot of different other people, but somehow, some way you want people to there. A lot of people, even him himself, a few lives ago, said that he didn't want to be. He didn't want to be. He would rather not be. He would rather not be getting any kind of like clout off of the black community because he knows that getting the clout off of the black community might be the death of him, right? He said that. Because they will do anything and everything to try to put you down. He said that. So I don't really get why he's trying to stunt on people about being in the chat.
And this for the shit talkers, not for the supporters, not for the people that's not motherfucking always talking shit and trying to talk shit about the same niggas they watch, right? And they know about, right? So you got to think, bro, 100,000 people seeing you per month, there are going to be a number of females in there, and there are going to be a number of females that, you know, like you, right? And you might just get a DM, you might just get an email, and you might just fall into some pussy, okay? That's how the game goes. Now, you can, I guess, use your power for evil and use this as a dating service and this be the main reason you're doing it, but I think with that, that's, you can kind of tell, right? But at the same time, that's going to happen. And it's being alleged that the people over in the messy sphere, that's just a big ass orgy.
He boss on.
Right? People on the messy sphere, the other side of this shit, bro, it's been a whole lot of fucking, a whole lot of married people that ain't acting married, a whole lot of married people fucking other people, a whole lot of, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these y'all was doing Diddy parties before they was called Diddy parties. I'm just saying.
So let me give you a background. Shit, I'm hungry as hell now. Back then, it was a situation between Game Changer. Game Changer met up with a girl called Neon Eyes. Pretty much a YouTube whore. Neon Eyes had sex with... she had sex with Game Changer. And Game Changer liked rough sex. Right? He did it too rough. And end up doing it too rough. Right? She came online, told the world that he abused her, and he had to fight for his life on here, right? After that whole situation, everybody drew a line in the sand about, you know, what happened. Mr. Fantastic turned on Game Changer because Game Changer was telling everybody to be quiet about it. Mr. Fantastic was talking about it like it was a nonchalant shit or something. Something happened with Game Changer and Mr. Fantastic. So this is how I know that Mr. Fantastic wasn't really quote unquote pro manosphere, or, you know, he cared about men and this and this and that, because the Game Changer situation. Game Changer had to deal with a whole bunch of shit because he wanted to stick his dick in a subscriber. He did. Fucked himself over. And then he went again and trusted Jessica X. Then she turned on him. Then he had some Melody girl. And then she turned on him. And then at some point he said, hey guys, why don't you guys subscribe to Danica Marie? And that's when I said, okay, I can't listen to this nigga no more. I'm pretty much done. And I bounced. And, you know, as you see Game Changer's channel now, he really doesn't have a lot of traction. And also he denounced he's a passport bro, even though he was speaking up for passport bros. But when it got too hot, he turned, oh, I'm not a passport bro. So a lot of people started to become fake and phony, and you see it. So that was the background with guys like him. That's the reason why you don't have sex with every subscriber or everything. Oh yeah, my bad. There was a situation with Grandmaster Troll and another YouTuber who he slept with called Real Life is Cyberspace. Real Life Cyberspace destroyed his car. And it cost him a whole bunch of money. And the car was there for like nearly a year and a half because he didn't have the money at the time. And he bragged about it that, you know, that's what he does, right? And he was like, yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta, what's it called? So he was willing to pay a whole bunch of money just to lose access to his car. They had to buy another one. And he got exposed after he was the one who was going around exposing everybody, right? And they exposed him and they called the job and basically got him fired and shit.
You think it's better than some computer love? First, what do you, what do you mean? Karina, what do you mean? I mean, I do that every day. I have a life. I don't know why y'all act. Well, I ain't gonna say act. What do y'all think I do when I'm not on the internet? That's interesting. I'll ask you, because I don't think nobody ever asked that question directly. So I'm gonna ask the chat. For the people in the chat, hey, I got 76 people in here. Hit the motherfucking like button, right? What do y'all think I do when I turn this computer off? Now, mind you, again, I'm not an 8-hour streamer. Now, if you put it together when I am, which now I didn't even slow down on Mondays for real, right? Because I got the show with him, right? So my Mondays have even slowed down, and Tuesday I got class, right? So at the most part, my combined time on panel or what's name, and then that's very few days, might be a 6-hour day, maybe, right? For the most part. Y'all know I cut that bitch off at 3, you know what I'm saying? For the most. And then I'm on my way. Chalk. Yeah, the gym, work. Well, I mean, I'm retired, brother. I don't really work. But that's what I'm saying, bro. I got, work, eat, whatever, go do some shit, whatever, whatnot, what have you. And again, like I said, I've even showed you guys when I was doing the content with my son. We go to the gym and shit. Y'all know I'm not some, some fat basement dwelling neckbeard nigga, right? So, I got shit going on outside of this, bro.
Using the terms that against men. This is why I don't like using the term. See, all these fake man channels, they using derogatory terms against other men. It is. Calling guys incels, running around calling people that theirs and saying they'd stay in the house and shit like that. Nobody stays in the house. Let's be real. Nobody. People go out, they go to places, they go this, they go to where. They just go to places, targeted places, where they know they can control, they know the area, they know the people. I go to the same places over and over again, and I know these people. I know the area. I don't go to unknown areas that I don't know the people, that I got to sit there and, think, analyze certain people if they going to do harm to me or say some crazy shit out their mouth or whatever. No.
You know what I'm saying? I literally travel the world. Y'all seen this shit. So I'm not one of these niggas that my whole life revolves around content, which is, I guess, a problem if I want to be a content creator. But at the same time, I told y'all, I don't ever want this shit to be like my major fucking source for income and dependent, especially when I'm dealing with these niggas. But anyway, Anna. The manosphere is the people that they keep trying to call the manosphere, but they sprung. So the manosphere would be the gremlins of the Magui.
No, not really. Did he's being really he really being like this. I don't know what I can't find the word. Right, just like I couldn't find the word martyr because I'm trying to get this video out. But when Kevin Samuels was a martyr, that's why they kind of martyrized him and make him see like he was this and this and that before he died. So we have to understand that these guys was never manosphere. They were opportunists. They took red pill talking points like Sneeko. Sneeko even admitted that he used incels and red pill, and now he's Mr. Religion. Every one of these people don't really mean it because they didn't lose a lot. Some of them lost because they thought they was bigger than the program, right? I mean, they thought they was big enough to say anything they want. So they pressed their luck, right? So let's see. Let's show y'all things before he talks about just Pearl. Just pearly things. Real femme.
Real food safety. Real fence tapping.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. There she go. Here we go. So her. So let's see. Just Pearl came out after Kevin Samuels, right? She used this content as an opportunity. No one turns on people if the people turn on them, right? If you're a real believer of any kind of ideology, you don't turn on because you're going through shit, right? You only turn on people when you're doing it because you think that just because you're doing it, you were supposed to be treated like a queen. Just Pearl catered to the black side, and she seen that niggas ain't worth shit, and then she turned into a racist, somewhat racist, and then she put on her.
You want to talk all day long about traditional women. Where's your traditional woman?
Now, mind you, there's a video of her saying the opposite of this. Now she look a little older. So,
oh wait, none of them want a red pill streaming high value man.
Now, mind you, this is one of the reasons why we said you bring a woman into space and they turn out to be fake, right? So Just Pearl put her on, and I want to show you before he tells you about how Pearl this and Pearl that. Even if he don't bring it up, this is the Kevin Samuels. This is the aftermath of Kevin Samuels. This is the mess that Kevin Samuels created. All these opportunists, that all these opportunists that came in the manosphere pretending they red pill and everything else, and then eventually they kind of showed themselves to be fake and phony, right? So let's here we go. And I'll counter this.
And none of them are like, you know what I need?
Now mind you, this is the same chick who was in the military who hooked up with a married guy in the military, married an older guy, and left her previous husband for a guy. Pretty much she monkey branched. When she was pro red pill, which we can bring up the videos. I'm gonna show you the videos.
I need a red pill manosphere content creator. And I've actually had women DM me talking about, like, I went on a date with a red pill guy, and oh no, that did not go well, right? So it's like, or it's like, if you don't have a functional relationship, then you can't really give advice about relationships either.
But you couldn't give out advice for relationships. Look, she looked old as shit in this video. This is her a couple years ago. This is what she looked.
Battery level is 30%. So this person comes up to me, what is your platform about? And I was trying to think of how I could give an overview of what I'm trying to say and like what I believe. And he's like, are you pushing for change? Are you trying to? And I'm like, I'd love to see change, but I don't want to sell hope. I think that's kind of dishonest. And I don't think it's going to happen. And this person was like, well, things change all the time. And why don't you think it's going to happen? And the best way I could describe it to somebody that doesn't follow the content, women make 80% of consumer buying decisions. Women spend, men don't. And what we're seeing going on is society is trying to give women as much money as possible in order to give us the power to make them money. So this person...
At least she's smart enough to understand this what's going on. This shit's been happening ever since the 40s and the 50s. So let's real fib sapien. Glad I'm on my laptop. Okay, we got it. Let's do it. Let's see when she was getting promoted, right? Because right now you don't see Real Femme Sapien on Just Pearl. They're not friends no more, right? I remember when everybody was going against Pearl 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever. And the same women who went against her are not relevant no more. The Courtney Michelle girl, she's not relevant no more. Melody King or Melody, whatever her name is. What's her name? Melanie, whatever her name is. I got it on my tab. So let's see. Real Femme Sapien. Real. Well, let me see. Real. Okay, we got, let's see. Okay, here we go. We gotta find that car. We have to find that shit. Did they take it off? Oh shit, Rufus. Okay, wait. So, my husband pays me to be his housewife. Love don't judge, right? So we got, let's see. You serious? I can't find it. She must have took that shit down and made them wipe it. A real sapien. Okay. There she go. This is 3 years ago.
You want to talk all day long about traditional women.
Now, mind you, when people say stuff like this, or when they go against the red pill, or when they talk shit against traditionalness and or talk about red pill men and all this other stuff, I always try to look at their life and look at what happened to them. And this is her. This is her. Did her life get any better than this? This is a video.
You want to talk?
This is a video from 2 years ago. And let's see what she's doing now. 2 weeks ago, she's still overweight. And I don't see no husband. I don't see no husband at all. All I see is kids, and that's about it. So it was there we go. So 3 years ago, when she was in the car being promoted by Just Pearl promoted her to pretend that she was this female. Let's see what Hammer says.
They believe it. Harry marries a physician who's probably making.
Married woman by the name of Allie just went viral on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter for explaining how to marry a high value man. It was real simple. Someone just asked her, right? They were recording her and they asked her.
It was Just Pearl that recorded her. One of the things I hate about these reactionary channels is that they never go back and tell a story. They tell half stories. They edit shit. And they don't tell you the whole truth at all. They don't tell you anything that's closer to the truth. Damn it, it's fucking cold as hell. Heat boss on. Okay. And they never give you a follow-up or even after that. Let's see it.
Hey, I noticed you have a nice ring on your finger. How did you...
She got the ring because she monkey bragged. She was with a guy in the military and then she dated her boss. It's a known factor. So one of the guys said it. They have the fucking thing. And even she admitted that she did monkey branch. Something that red pill men do not fucking like.
Get the man that you have. Get it.
Okay, Allie, show me your ring.
Oh, here.
Now, tell me what you do for a living.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Good answer.
Now, you hear the voice. It's Just Pearl. Just Pearl promoted her, right? And she spit in the face of Just Pearl. And basically went against the red pill and said she didn't need red pill subscribers anymore. So we're going to go back to Red Fip Sapien. This is her conservative. This is her wife. Her conservative wife. This is her conservative wife channel now. She has a channel of 181K subscribers.
America.
She can barely get that amount of stuff. She's a conservative now. She can barely get any views like she used to. Her biggest views are when she was in the manosphere. When she was in the manosphere going against the red pill. I mean, going against feminism. When she was acting red pill. She peaked before she left. Her conservative bullshit, because she's married to white dude, ex-military or a military guy. She's there. So I showed you history. Let me show you the history before we go back to the Mr. Fantastic video. Many videos that I have. Let's go from my oldest to my newest. Oldest. Okay, let's see. 2011, 7 years ago. So let's see the videos that I made about the manosphere coincide with the manosphere and all the different topics that I put out there. Mind you, I never had a whole bunch of views, but they vary, right? But I have a whole bunch of topics that a lot of the quote unquote manosphere didn't talk about, didn't touch. Courtney, Michelle, Dom Game Division, I talked about when he was here. Courtney, whoa. Yeah, let me go to the popular ones. It might be there. Courtney Michelle exposed. This is back then when Nicole Michelle was acting like she was part of the manosphere. I got a lot of shit. Let's see.
Ryan Solange.
His shit went down because this guy was just a fucking hateful piece of shit. And he went after Passport Bros and went after SYSBM and he did a lot of dumb shit. But hey. Here we go.
The only I'm the really care for this, bro. Sit back and you try to explain this shit. Another and Master Troll. On top of that, premature these fucking hood relatively decent, brother. I personally don't agree with anything.
I think he had the soundbite of Kevin Samuels saying that the manosphere wasn't making money. No, he had a soundbite of Kevin Samuels saying that MGTOW don't make you money. I don't know where it was at. I think this is it.
To be how Kevin Samuels never rolled with security. Man, listen. Johnny Versace found out. John Lennon found out. Several people found out. Like, you got to be fucking careful. Especially when you're taking somebody back into your... all these water... And I don't mean... Again, this to that
Visions of
important. Wasn't the first time we had heard him coughing, but when he disappeared, everybody started worrying about that cough, and then later, come to find out, at least according to his family, he died of COVID complications, and he said himself that he had other health issues as well. But with Kevin Samuels, though, to me, again, I don't watch his content like I did David Carroll. I don't agree with the man, so I don't watch people that I disagree with. You know, I'm not like these monkeys like Struggle Dusty in Indianapolis that, you know, want to argue with people that you don't like or disagree with. I just move the fuck on. That's me. Okay, but from what I saw in his last activity on social media, I don't see it. I do not see where he looked like he was coming down with something, or like, something was wrong. And again, look, don't get me wrong. Some people like Miss USA, the bitch who jumped out of off the 19th floor of the Orion in downtown Manhattan, with her pretty self. I mean, there was no indication. Well, okay, she left kind of like an indirect suicide note. Okay, but that was minutes before she jumped. Before that, I mean, she appeared to be high as a kite on top of the world and shit, before she...
Okay, let's get out of there. So I called out a lot of different things back then. Nicole Michelle. I called out the women that was in the manosphere. Minister Jack, I called him out. Let's see. So let's go back to what Mr. Fantastic is about to say, and I'll show you with receipts and history timelines for it.
Not saying that the manosphere is innocent, but the manosphere had principles and shit, and the manosphere won around gossip. There's too much gossiping going on for grown ass niggas, bro. Way too much gossip. Way too much gossip. Big Ginks, all these niggas that's speculating and contemplating and investigating what niggas putting their dicks at. That's a message.
Well, let's not forget, Mr. Fantastic. You were the same guy who's talking shit about a guy with a sex doll. Think of that. You knew exactly what this dude was about, and he even said his name was Zan. The guy said that if another girl crossed him again, he might kill her. And he said he doesn't want to do that, so he got the sex doll. He was a trained soldier, right? And he had I don't know if he was in special forces or whatever, but he said he had a knife that could actually stab through a car door. And he killed people with that. And he said it's more better for his sanity to not deal with a woman no more, because they fucked him over too many times. You, Ramil, started talking shit about Zan. So let's not forget that you did that,
bro. That's a messy spirit. And like I said, if it was a one-time thing, I got you. But just constantly, bro, and that's the whole thing of where we going back in time, and I don't know, man. It's just crazy. But these would be y'all to say that the manosphere niggas aren't manly and they feminine and they can't get women and they not straight, when at least the manosphere niggas is talking about fucking women. The manosphere niggas is worrying about other niggas and where they allegedly putting their dick at. You said gossip or people getting exposed. Well, it's nobody's getting exposed because nothing's been confirmed. All this is speculation. Unless y'all show me a video or a text message of fucking somebody sucking some dick, okay, or admitting to it, it's all speculation, bro. Elder, go look and see. Pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? It might have been the onesie, twosies here or there, but they weren't really associated. They didn't have a manosphere stamp on them, right? But those creators that do it on a daily or weekly basis, that's better than think before you sleep. But again, that's your opinion, bro. You can't.
Think Before You Sleep lost credibility when he got engaged to Brittany Venti. And everybody said that he was a simp after that, and they wasn't ever going to listen to him again. Think Before You Sleep lost a whole bunch of credibility after he simped to Brittany Venti. Mind you, Brittany Venti is an anti-red pill person who went after Pearl, right? But from what I was told, if I was wrong, the source is wrong, Brittany Venti lost her best friend her best friend who used to go back and forth because her best friend got married before Britney. And when her best friend got married and basically got a child, Britney Vinci was just single and alone and a loser, while her friend is a happy wife.
Make your opinion the standard. Well, no, niggas like messy, Cree. Niggas like messy. And when niggas like something and then hate another thing, what they do is they fucking put everything together. So what's happening is the manosphere was always getting the hate, right? The manosphere was the motherfucking the target of all the hate. And now, since niggas love gossip and niggas hate the manosphere, niggas are putting the motherfucking gossip shit on the manosphere when it's not manosphere niggas gossiping. Yeah, it's not manosphere niggas gossiping. It's not the manosphere niggas that's going back. And again, the person's name being brought up, bro, I told you, that's a whole, that was manosphere adjacent. That's manosphere adjacent. That's motherfuckers that were going against the manosphere prior to the Kevin Samuels wave. And then once the Kevin Samuels wave happened, they jumped on and started agreeing with the Kevin Samuels side of things. And it just kept going. Appreciate that, Zagu. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta call a spade, bro. Y'all gotta call a spade. And then too, the climate, right? So before, the manosphere, we had the No More Hoes movement, right? To where it was a very, very limited female involvement. Niggas blame me for the shit. But I was telling y'all what was gonna happen because I had to force.
No, you didn't tell nobody what was gonna happen. We told you that having all these fucking females in the fucking space would have fucked it all up, and these women were ciphering off of these women were ciphering off of subscribers in order to grow their channels. And then once these female channels decide they didn't want to be a part of the manosphere again, then the guys will end up turning on the space. Guess what happened? It did. Jerome Whiteside was such a fucking simp for somebody who said he'd get women. The guy got so mad at Jessica X turning him down into space, and I have the video evidence for that whole thing. Where let me show you, man, because I have to show you with receipts. I have to show y'all guys with receipts. I can't let certain people get away with something. I can't let certain people get away with lying and pretending that some of the stuff never happened. And let's see, Jessica X. Let's see, the Queen. I know the title. It's the Queen. It's the Queen. Is it my highest likes? Or is it something that Jessica, the Bully, and the Queen of the Manosphere? There we go. 5 years ago. Let's see. It was a channel. It was a back and forth. What is it? Let me see. The Queen, the Bully, and the Queen of the Manosphere. I don't know. That's 5 years ago. Let's. Let's see. I'm trying to find it, guys. Sorry, man. Look through all this. Jessica X. I knew I just saw it. Okay, there we go. Let's.
Oh, man. Now, bastard.
No. That was my conflict with that. I called the chameleons out
to a woman.
Yeah, I called this shit out. What? 3 years ago. Look, 3 years ago. Melody King. I called this shit out 3 years ago.
Born black, I'm born with the sun.
There were black men that got married to.
And here we go. I am Courtney Michelle. That bitch, she was anti-passport. I remember when she said that she was going to make an anti-passport movement and try to promote black love more. What happened to that? Failed. That was when Austin Holloman was doing his pom-poms. When he was Mr. Passport. I told you I have the history. I have the history and all this shit. And all these videos are backed up too. Where I can just reload them. Re-upload them.
Black women.
You know, it's in there. Dead.
That was the secret. So what are your tips to women that want to be a housewife? To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it and then post.
See? Everybody was promoting Fem Sapien. Fresh and Fit. Everybody was promoting this piece of shit female. But without the red pill backing, a lot of these are fucking crusty ass people. Sneeko, all these other people. So let's try to get back to when your boy is trying to when your boy Mr. Fantastic is trying to lie and pretend that bringing women into space was a good fucking thing. But it wasn't. It was a fucked up thing and caused a lot of chaos between people. And it made the whole space turn upside down because you see so many people just turned. So let's try to find it. I got a lot of videos, dude. I didn't know that I was gonna have to do this because I looked at this video, but I should have just did my pre I should have did my pre thing, but I think I could do it on the fly right here. Let's see. We got this. I know it's there. I know it's there. Let's. $5 years ago, it must have been like 3-4 years ago. David Johnson. Here we go.
Every single time I said, I'm gonna basically do what I said because he was what the fuck, fear at
The history is there. The history is there. Mr. Fantastic was doing a whole bunch of simping and all this other shit. It did not grow the fucking manosphere. It didn't help anybody. It only helped a few of these motherfuckers out. And guess what happened? Once these female piece of shits left the manosphere, and then that's when they turned guys against the manosphere. But it did expose a lot of people. But it also made sure that it took every single person out, and they thought that everybody who endorsed these fucking piece of shit females, they were fake. I seen it happen. People were losing subscribers left and right. I remember there was a girl. What was her name? I forgot her name. Shit. Oh, man. She's on a lower total. She was a model on every channel. She was a model on Game Changer channel. She was a model on O'Shea channel. And she was a model on Angry Man channel. And then she was in the chat. And when she finally started making videos, she was the woman that everybody was talking about making live streams about. And she failed too.
Jessica X pretending that she was with she was with the good people too. But let's go on. YouTube shit, everything you do.
Over here, you were on the breakdown of women's perspective. One time.
One second. Turn away.
Damn. My old phone was pretty was pretty fucked up, but the audio was kind of too loud and statically. But this phone is 10 times better with the background audio.
Turn away.
She was over there just a couple of weeks ago in the manosphere, a channel that she said is the manosphere, a channel that she said had to build their viewership of the manosphere. She was there on that manosphere channel just a couple of weeks ago talking about submission, basically promoting her channel. So although you're trying to say you didn't build yourself off the manosphere, you did. However, you can no longer use the manosphere to build anymore. There are a few people.
And look who's talking. Oh my God, this is... and Mr. Fantastic to forget this shit. This is what the bringing the women in actually caused. Them fighting and lying and pretending and throwing allegations on people, sleeping with people. It chased away the real pure. It chased away the real pure guys that was meaningful inside the manosphere. They left. They bounced. A lot of these channels bounced because the women were just talking a lot of shit. And it was saying female shit from a female perspective because they don't know what how it is to feel about be a man. So now niggas going back and forth with women in the chat. You're like, okay, this is why we don't want you in the chat. We don't want you because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And guess what? We were absolutely right, and he was wrong. But he's gonna try to pretend that he didn't do it.
In the manosphere who don't know what you're about, who don't know the story, but guess what? There are a lot of us who do. And I won't sit here. Listen, I ignored you. You sent a shot at me, right? And you admitted that when you started the conversation. You threw a shot at me. You threw a shot at the same person whose panel you were on just 2 weeks ago. If you look down on that sort of thing and you think you're different, you think you're better, then why were you sitting on their panel 2 weeks ago? Okay, so can I speak? Can I speak? Entanglement L. Okay, can I speak? Let's say she wants. No, we're not going to go to Brett. We're not going to go to him. We said finish this conversation. Those certain channels that she wants to be at. Now, we should have rewinded back to what you said. So you said that I started a rumor about Game Changer when Game Changer looked at that.
Yep, there was the whole thing. This is back then when the Game Changer shit was happening. But it happened in like 2020, I think 2020, 2021, those years. And that shit happened, right? A lot of shit happened back then. It accelerated a lot of shit. That's why if the pandemic didn't exist, this shit would have happened in like 10 years. A lot of these people that turned on the manosphere, turned on this, it would have happened. A lot of people gambled away their whole... They exposed themselves.
When Game Changer knew it was a rumor sent to female, you said
a mass pooter, a mass sympathizer, right? So now the campaign was. For hey man, you need
Any woman and to be an ally. So again, ladies, you can see her. Look at the time frame. It's just
now. This Fantastic.
Yep, Mr. Fantastic said the same shit. Well, we need women as allies to make the manosphere this and this and that. No male organization let women in. SYSBM, salute to them. You know that I hate saying that, it's cringe. But I said this the one time, salute to them. They didn't have no woman in their shit. And they didn't crumble. Shout out to Babatunde Omada. Shout out to every SYSBM guy. Except General's Clutch. Because, you know, I still remember the shit that you said about passport bros and shit like that.
There's a lot of dumb. Great. That's what you were supposed to do. And
so I'm trying to find it, and I don't think I can find it. Shit, it was here. I don't know what I named it, but I had a lot of examples. It was a fight between Jerome Whiteside and Mr. Fantastic. Boy, it's a gym. It's a fucking gym. It's a fucking gold mine. This destroys his point about having women into space and all this other shit. Here we go.
Did it my own way. Just because they said the only person who ever shared mine like that was Ed. Damn, Ed. And how did you pay Ed back? How did you repay Ed? How did you pay Ed back?
Now, mind you, this guy, the fucking SBE motherfuckers, they whole thing was going against the manosphere. Oh yeah, let's talk about the manosphere. Let's have these guys are SBE. All the while they SBE niggas. They shame, blame, explain fucking niggas, right? Or men. Then they see that content slowed down. Because a lot of the big dogs were starting to get more flex, and he couldn't talk about it because if they talk about the wrong guys, they couldn't use that. Yeah, I'm better than you in real life. No, the people will come up to him and be like, "Yo, I got more money than you. I'm married. I'm this and I'm that." So they had to change. A lot of people in here changed to the political shit because the manosphere wasn't. They couldn't grandstand in the manosphere no more, but also they can't grandstand in the political field. MOT likes to talk shit about guys not being politically this and politically that, but I never hear him go back and forth politically with Nick Taylor. I never see him going on any panel on CNN or any of these other places to go back and forth with political people who do know what they're talking about. You're just going into a quote-unquote retarded slow class of people and saying you're better than the slow class, which is weird because you're supposed to be the big millionaire with a trucking company, which they're taking a whole bunch of hit because we're finding out that these people are killing people. These people are killing people with their immigrants. They hire immigrants more than they hire the American people, right? Which I get it because a lot of American truckers don't want to be away from their city, even though they're going to make a lot of money, but they rather just stay, work in their city, make money in their city. So I get it, right? But if you're going to hire someone, at least have them be legal, right? So they know how to read shit. But that's shit, where is it at? Shit. I think I'm almost there. Let me try to get it. Cause it was a good back and forth between Mr. Fantastic and Jerome Whiteside. Shit, man, this should be here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fighting over Jessica.
The wrench, so it accidentally took your wrench when I was trying to delete the message, right?
Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that.
This is what happened. This is what happened. You had a lot of sleeper cell simps. That's what I'm gonna call them. We had a lot of sleeper cell simps in the red pill, the community, and these guys just waited to simp over a girl. Jerome Whiteside, he connected himself to Jessica X. Jessica X hurt his little wheelie feelings, and then he turned against the space. He started talking shit about the manosphere. Then he was pro-woman. Guess what? They knew he was fucking phony and fake. And then they tossed his ass aside. Now he's not online no more.
We're gonna have a conversation. I actually spoke to JC and I let him know that he by accident, and that's as soon as he comes back, he'll get it back. Wait.
It is his turn.
Okay, cool.
So Game Chat, this is not the only time she done some messed up stuff against you. When you was beefing with Angry Man, she goes into his channel showing love to Angry Man. And fantastic, bitch.
And this is what I told y'all about women, right? Women are social, they have social range. But also, women are the keys to a society. Because women can go jump from one. You can depend on one thing about women socially. They will try to integrate into multiple different types of groups in order to get experiences and listen to people and try to gain this type of thing out, right? Jessica X, what she did was go to other people's side that you had beef with and then join that side. While she was acting and pretending that she was on Game Changer side, she was in the chats of enemies. When people try to go in Jessica X channel to promote their channel because they put her on, she told them no. And it went back and forth. See, this is what happens when you have women in the space, right? And I never trust women. I don't even have women on my channel, right? And if women come on, like, I don't know, it's like one or two that ever said anything, right? And one was antagonistic, and I don't know what the other was. I don't remember. When women give you support, they think that you're supposed to do what they say. When I told women that, yes, you will give me support if you listen to they hate what I say. Because I was like, I'd expose, when you're telling the truth about chicks, and you don't sugarcoat it, they don't support you. Most men don't support you either. You know how many guys left because I talked about Kevin Samuels, or I talked about somebody that they liked so much, and then I was right about them when I had the audio recorded of some of the shit that some of these people said that they like. Oh yeah, Kevin Samuels with this. I'm like, no, Kevin Samuels said this. Okay. This is what it brings. Most women don't help you out. You help them out, and they don't help you out. I've seen it so many times. Real Femme Sapien. That's an example right there. She got so much subscribers off that. Nobody could get subscribers off her. Nobody. And she left the manosphere because people were actually calling her out. Jess Pearl was the only person that I've seen in this space, in the manosphere space, who tried to put everybody on. So respect to her in that aspect, because she actually tried to grow people's channel by doing that, right? But the rest of the chicks, they never put a lot of people on. They got the subscribers, and they took everybody, and then when they left, they took half of the simps with them. And they all turned into anti-manosphere, anti-black manosphere rhetoric.
Fantastic, yo.
Like Jerome Whiteside.
He banned himself.
Coming from the nigga with a lace front beard, a fake ass motherfucking hairline, and you got a filter on your face. You are a grown man with a fucking filter on, bro. Yeah, you got a filter on, nigga. You got a filter on your face. That grown man has a filter.
Your grown man has a filter, nigga. You got heart.
Okay, Jerome, without the personal text. Chief banned itself.
Appreciate you all. Okay.
As you see, we got people that care about you, right? So why was you doing a stream yesterday, and I tried to share your, link, the after stream, and somebody took my rich for doing it. Now, if you care about your boy so much, why couldn't he promote his channel on your channel?
The wrench getting taken away was an accident. I took GC's wrench by accident. I was trying to delete it. No, because you were the guys that dropped the link. I was trying to delete the message, but I can't do it if you have a wrench. So it accidentally took your wrench when I was trying to delete the message, right?
Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that.
We're gonna have a conversation. I actually spoke to JC and I let him know that he by accident, and that's as soon as he comes back, he'll get it back. Wait.
It is his turn.
Okay, cool.
So Game Chat, this is not the only time she done some messed up stuff against you. When you was beefing with Angry Man, she goes into his channel showing love to Angry Man. And fantastic Yellow Teeth banned itself.
Coming from the nigga with a lace front beard, a fake ass motherfucking hairline, and you got a filter on your face.
Text.
What is going on?
Yeah, GC, this nigga got hearts around his eyes, man. You know I'm not gonna have that shit.
Hold on. Without the personal text, Jerome, please continue. Fantastic, you get your chance. All right, so Fantastic. The same day, this dude is like cool with Angry Man. The same day, both of these two go at you on some snake stuff. They do it all the time, man. And then, in Game Changer, you ever notice when you're on Fantastic's panel, you don't get to say nothing, but the females get to talk? He did it last week. Not last week, was it 2 weeks?
And that was a big thing. That was a big thing in the space when these guys let women into space. Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. How many fucking examples that you need women to talk? And then he finally gets it that they're full of shit. Every one of them that came into space was full of shit, and it was too late because they destroyed it. You don't let females into space, and you don't let them into man's space because they're gonna have dissension. One guy is going to say something and do something, and it's gonna be like, "Hey, we're done with this shit. We're done with the space. We want our own shit." But they don't get it. They always have to bring a woman in.
After the Jessica X stream, and you couldn't say anything, but he let the women talk, but he's manosphere. You dudes are donating all your money to a bunch of scammers.
Oh my God, this is 3.0 all over again.
Well, he was actually right. Even on like Jerome Whiteside, basically they got the money and they bounced. They couldn't even have half of the people that got in this space. They spend money. They spend the money. Half of the people that guys donated to, they spend money on women. I told a few people that support me what I did with the money. Right? Like, one of the reasons why I haven't been making videos or anything like that is because I have to work really, really long hours because I have a, $700 electric bill. So I have to make sure that is taken care of.
Can I finish my statement?
Bro, you got nothing to say. You're repeating the same shit we've already been through. You just another nobody doing the same shit.
Fantastic. Why don't you defend your wife like you do Jessica X? Hold on.
See, and piece of shit like that. When you talk about somebody's wife and shit, we don't tolerate that type shit, right? So. We were right about this shit. The manosphere is a desolate shit. It's desolate. The black manosphere is nothing. It ain't nothing no more. But
GC, go. Now GC, I'm gonna have a fucking problem.
Hold on.
Times, more than 30 times through the stream, like one after the other, spam. I don't like it. I told them to stop it. One thing that you'll know, and someone in the chat said that I did this, I've never go to anyone's chat. I've never spammed my link ever, unless the content creator has asked me to drop a link. I don't like it. I think it's tacky, and I'm going to run my platform however I want to run my platform. That's how it's going to go. It's the same way I do when I go to somebody else's platform. I don't spam my link. I don't like it. Like I said, I think it's tacky. And so it's not going to happen on my show. If you don't like that, you don't like that. When GC comes up on my platform, he is welcome to put his link in my chat. I don't need you guys to spam it 100 times in my chat. I don't. And so what you showed is that you're a flip-flopper, Jerome, because instead of you coming to me like a man and saying, I don't like the way that you did that, or even asking me, this is because I want to get this.
YouTube down ever stood behind.
Game changer. Wait.
GC, you're going to get your own points.
Young Mouth, can I talk?
GC, this is nothing but gaslight, GC. You're going to get this again. Tell me if I'm lying. I'm gonna tell you again and answer the question. And you Kuda can thank you for this, okay? So again, GJ Kuda works for 8 hours, nigga, a whole literal shift.
And this shit's right? Better than yours.
And then them 8 hours, okay, so if it was better than mine, brother, you know what that means? He would have more views than me.
Hey, well fantastic.
And three times the time.
Fantastic. How my Facebook got 20,000 followers?
Bro, where are you now? Where are you now,
man?
Okay.
You are nobody.
Let's do this. The topic is really yours.
It's not an issue.
Now that was the back and forth between Jerome Whiteside and this is fantastic. So it's already proven that having women in the space was a fucking mistake. They destroyed it. They caused dissension. Most of the real hardcore guys bounced and left because of the women in the space. that was the whole thing. So let's go back to his video. Okay.
I had the foresight as always, but nobody ever sees it. Right? You had very few females that were associated with the manosphere or even allowed. You had Sister George and Concrete Rose. You had, at the time, Kendra D, now known as Crimson Cure. Jessica X.
Rainy Woman. She was in the space too. Let's stop lying. There was a lot of chicks that was in. There was the people that was in Angry Man's camp. The female in Angry Man's camp. There was females that was in Obsidian's camp, and there was females in what you call it? Her name was it Natalie? I forgot her name. Let me.
And who else? That was pretty much it.
No, it's more people.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No,
right?
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It might have been the onesie twosies here or there, but they weren't really associated. They didn't have a manosphere stamp on them, right?
Yes,
but
they
those
did.
were the manosphere females that were associated with or branched off a black manosphere.
Let's see.
Oh man, so yeah. Movies. Jess, you are right.
Here we go.
In the space.
Here. What's her name? Naomi or Naia Becker. She was in the space. So, yeah, she was in the space too.
Black manosphere content creator, right?
Okay.
No, Pearl wasn't either. Pearl, see, no, Remedy, brother, no. I'm talking prior to the fucking Kevin Samuels blow up, brother. I don't know how long you've been around. China White wasn't manosphere. China White was, well, no, because what? That was on, what's Buddy name? He was Manosphere, huh?
Game Changer. He don't even remember Game Changer, and he was on Game Changer stuff. This is what I'm saying. And Game Changer still make content. Like, this is what I said. He forget the shit that he said. Like, a lot of this shit, it comes to mind because, like I said, I it clicks when I think about it. Like, if I go 1 year and be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, somebody says some shit, I'm like, oh, that's what happened back there, blah 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 blah.
Shit. Well, I can't think of his name. I see his face. He had the glasses and everything, but I can't think of his face. I mean, think of his name. B.O.P. Was it B.O.P.? I'm not even, because I ain't seen his content in a minute. He's still doing content? Bro, she quit. She moved on.
Yeah, she quit because this wasn't in it. I'll never fucking quit because I still believe in I still believe in this for us to basically, I still believe that we still need some of this content when there's so much bullshit going on out here, right? So I never quit. She quit because it got boring to her. And she never really cared about the space.
See, and that's what I'm saying, Tall Sean. You can say what you want, Tall Sean. Even CGA, right? Let's do CGA. I brought CGA. CGA OG in this shit. CGA been doing this shit for quite some time. CGA not fucking with Fresh and Fit. No way, shape, form, or fashion. None. CGA is certified. CGA been around for a minute. CGA got a good fucking fan base, or supporter, subscriber base, however you want to put it. And CGA, again, because he lacks the interaction with the women, bro, it's just, no. It's limitations on this shit. It's limitations.
No, it's not. It's not limitations. People want to see the interaction with women because they wanted to see the things that they might say to a woman. All right? They want to say the things that they see somebody else said to a woman, but they can't say it in real life because it's consequences. So that's why people like Fresh and Fit. It was never about, the space is small. And none of you did any content. I said this before about how the Black Manosphere dropped the ball. Y'all were supposed to be talking to guys who are out there. You were supposed to be talking to the newer generation. Y'all were supposed to be talking about men who went through Me Too movements, men who went through divorces, men who went through child support fighting cases and stuff. And y'all was supposed to make all things. I had so many great ideas, but I didn't want to put myself at that forefront because I had shit to protect. It was to be a whole risk of me having the fucking feds come at my ass again. And I said, hell no, I don't need that shit.
Same thing with what's his name? The nigga that ARC was mad at. I ain't seen him in a minute either. I seen him just make some content. He came back into my algorithm. Alpha Male Strategies. And again, this ain't no diss to none of these niggas. Please don't get it fucked up, bro. I'm just telling the truth. When you don't include the motherfucking women in the shit, bro, it limits your reach.
Wrong. Because MGTOW didn't limit the women. SYSPM didn't have women in their channels. See, this is what I said before about it said it limits your reach. No, it limits your shit. A lot of people understand that it's a cat, right? Video games, anime, your shit goes out. Guess what? Mr. Fantastic? The Manosphere. I was in the Manosphere or Red Pill space ever since 2004. Guess what? It did reach. It took a long time. You know what happened? It was a thing called YouTube that happened. And everybody made videos. And they were not pro-woman. And they didn't have women. And guess what? It grew. It grew so big that TV networks was talking shit about MGTOW. Guess what happened? The Manosphere was white. And what happened? It got so big, somewhat big, that black people felt like it was always a race shit. So they became the manosphere. That's the reason why you got a space. It was never about them putting women on. A lot of guys didn't have women in their space. Guess what? There were women content creators. The real, true, genuine ones, they all bounced out because their families was being affected. When you're telling the real truth about shit, they send the goons after you. They did it with me, with the FBI. They made videos of me on NTO. If you're not really saying shit, because you don't offend people. I was a low-level motherfucker. And they send the feds after me. I got the paperwork to prove it. Guess what? They did the same thing to a lot of MGTOW guys as well. So you don't need women to be effective. So he's saying this bullshit while the manosphere is just done. Because of the females.
And instead of saying, hey, bro, come on, man. If y'all want this shit to motherfucking go to the next level, we gonna have to do this, right? Niggas like, nah, nigga.
Most people didn't want to go to the level because they knew that anybody and everybody could pretend they was something. MGTOW went through this shit 100 times. When everybody was using MGTOW channels and women were acting like they was pro-woman, so they can get money and notoriety off of it. And as we see it over and over and over again, once you hit a certain level, what happens? Oh yeah. Your movement get used by the wrong people, and your movement becomes diluted. Passport bros, anybody?
You a simp. You're blue pill. You brought a woman into space. Kill him.
And he's laughing about the shit. I got the whole fucking mythology. I got the whole fucking thing about what happened, what they did to the space. What they were doing back and forth in people's chat rooms, saying one thing to the next person, doing shit. They was causing decision, blocking people, banning people. He seemed to forgot a lot. I predate this nigga. I was on YouTube before this nigga. Even Tommy was the beginning of it. I seen this shit over and over again. I remember when it was, who was it? Who the fuck was that woman? The Italian girl who was married to the black guy, and they chased her off. Or the chick who lied and said she was pro male, and then they found out that she wasn't.
And I'm like, bruh, what? That's what I didn't understand. Just for you niggas to fall in love with, listen, bro. When you niggas discovered motherfucking the tall former stripper girl, you niggas was losing y'all mind. The way I seen.
Not really. Nobody gives a fuck about her. And this is the thing that I said before. For the Mr. Fantastic of the world. The count of these niggas have women that you like in your back pocket. All the women that you like and you enjoy, you find attractive, so they can stop trying to speak for you. Put them in your back pocket. If you got an Instagram, save all the women that you think are attractive in your back pocket. Say, hey, dude, don't ever do that to yourself. These are the women that I find attractive right here. Those women that I find attractive, they the women you like, not me.
Niggas act crazy, bro, in real time when certain bitches hit these screens, dog. This how I knew y'all was lying. I already knew y'all was lying, but I just watch y'all, bro. I just laugh. I just laugh so hard. Y'all, but again, bro, nigga, y'all forget that clouds exist. Bro, it's not been bitches chats I done seen you niggas in. Y'all niggas throwing money. Y'all donating it up.
That's the flip flopper dudes. That wasn't the guys. That wasn't the genuine people that was in the space. That was the other guys. Guys like you. Right?
Y'all motherfucking putting heart eyes and shit in the mother. Yes, girl. Bro, I done seen you niggas do the most. I synced it. But
You gotta name call people. See, I'll name call people. This is a stream that I can name call. There's a lot of people that I've seen in those chats. I forgot their names. Really, for real. If I want to go back into those archives, remember, I told y'all I lost 10 years worth of videos when some of my stuff was wiped out, and I had to get all of it back with like backtracking and finding certain things and or copying a lot of my videos back. Shit was difficult.
Hey man, I just let y'all live. It's whatever, because again, listen man, y'all, and then there's me. I'm in this place of limbo because I just can't put on no motherfucking I just can't put on no motherfucking front, man. I just can't. I just keep it real. I love pussy. Love it.
Yeah. You love it so much that you willing to throw people under the bus and try to speak for other niggas. Oh man, you can't live without pussy. Nigga, your dick ain't my dick. Also, your taste ain't my taste. So why you try to speak for guys?
I'm a straight man. The fuck? Why am I act like it ain't a fine bitch fine? If a bitch fine, she
fine to you, not fine to everybody else. It's 22 billion, not 22. It's 2 billion grown adult women. We all don't find the same women attractive. Let's be fucking honest and be for real.
Fine, nigga. I ain't finna do no fucking he's trying to humble her. No, the bitch is just average and y'all putting too much on it. Highway skinny, you said it, and that's a whole married woman. Skinny, niggas doing the most for a married woman that made it clear she not finna cheat for shit, nigga. Shout out to her. Especially as she got that motherfucking grill upgrade.
Yeah, they talking about Danica Marie. They clown Danica Marie so bad that she pretty much changed her. She changed her appearance and she got veneers and fake teeth in order to look more appealing to people so nobody could talk about her. But then she be online talking shit about passport bros and tricking and all this other shit.
She got them veneers. Hey man. Y'all niggas done paid for a whole and Danica, baby, that's not no diss, baby. That's not no diss, Danica. I know, man. I'm really not trying to. I'm just saying, Danica, your teeth look perfect, baby. You know what I mean? You came a long way. You earned it. You did it. You killing it in the content, Danica. But I'm just talking about these thirsty niggas, baby. I'm just saying. You feel me? Listen, man. But Phil, and this is why I say the problem with the manosphere was the machismo shit, bro. Was the motherfucking the ego, and oh man, y'all remember y'all niggas told me niggas don't need pussy.
They don't. You the one need that shit. Everybody don't. You know the reason why? Because most people understand what they got to do to get it, and they're not willing to do that, dude. There's guys out here who don't want to walk around with a fucking science bag in order to turn a woman on, or tell her what.
Battery level is 10%.
Oh shit. Damn. Sorry. They don't want to sit here and do all this shit that they don't want to do in order to oppress a woman in order to get 5 minutes of sex, or to find out that they are small and the girl's gonna talk about them to somebody else. You don't need it. It's already been proven nobody needs it. But you'll sit for pussy. You're a pussy slave. We understand it. But don't think everybody is a pussy slave. Yeah, this shit getting too long. And I'm trying to get to the key parts that he said something about. So, it's a couple of things that he said. After that, I'll wrap it up.
My name is my name. I've been told y'all that. Bro. I don't know if y'all remember, I had to expose the one nigga that was going so hard in my motherfucking chat. Like, this is back before, I think it was before, this was before I went on deployment. So this was been either 2021 or 2022. I had to expose the nigga, bro, and he was talking all this shit. He was talking super duper red pill and calling niggas beta and calling niggas simps and shit. And I'm like,
hey, you could go on my Instagram if you want to. and you'll see a little surprise. I barely post on my Instagram. I barely post on my Twitter either. I barely be on my social media. I use social media as a recruitment thing. If somebody talks about a story or a news story, I'll take it, clip it, and then I'll look at it later on. I barely be on there anyway. But if you do be on there, you don't see me. You might see me like posts or something, but it's for me to go back to the post to try to get it back and put an archive on it, just in case something happens, and I can go back to the post.
Like, my nigga, you know I follow you. We follow each other on fucking. At the same time, y'all were motherfucking so obsessed with, you know, the identity to be confirmed.
What the fuck?
And got around. Yeah. Dorsey, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. T-Lee. Love Dorsey. Love Dorsey. Bro, Love Dorsey took all the shit we said with a raspy fucking female voice, nigga, and this bitch blew up. Respectfully.
A lot of people did that. I just showed you Femme Sapien. Every chick does it, but they don't have the longevity. Alright? I told you my point. I've been in the red pill space ever since 2004. I've been a content creator ever since the creation of YouTube. I told people I had a partner on YouTube. We had a falling out. I came back on YouTube with my own channel in 2011. Everything matches up.
All the shit that the nigga was saying, she took it. She took it and put a raspy fucking voice behind it, some titties and some tattoos, and everybody ate that shit up, bro. This shit we said, and this is why I told y'all, had niggas embraced and branded it and let the woman come from here and say it.
And come from here and say it, and then they use you and then basically throw away the space. That's what Jessica X did. There's no woman in the space that you let come in here and do this. They're not coming there and they didn't do shit. They didn't put their space. They didn't share no money with you. When women are very selfish.
The motion starts here and then spreads out from here. What y'all don't understand or what niggas didn't care about or realize is that everybody was soaking up the sauce from over here. Niggas was taking all the concepts and shit from over here and then running back to it because before, and this is what happened, right? Because it was so niche and so motherfucking taboo to be said, it was only being said over here.
Not really. It went to the MGTOW space. Sorry, it went to the MGTOW space. They were taking a lot more shots. I was told by a MGTOW dude in 2009 or 7 or something like that on a forum that when you tell the truth, they send the feds after you. That was in 2007, 8. Was it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 8 years later, that's heard to be true.
Then the manosphere name motherfucking got out and it just ended up being this fucking incel shit. Even before the Kevin Samuels, and then Kevin Samuels blew up, right? So now motherfuckers took the shit that we've been saying for years on years, and they just started saying it on other platforms.
That's one of the reasons why you had to have standards, and you had to have a whole group of people that they couldn't penetrate. You have to say stuff that they don't want to say. Like my slogan, when I say, you can't tell me what makes my dick hard. Most of you would not say. Most of y'all wouldn't say that, but it's the truth. The shit that I say, most people don't want to say, so you would never take it because their audience would never formulate to that.
Niggas branched off and did their own thing. Yeah, bro. You. Let me go ahead and get you up out of here, bro. Because you trying to do too much fucking advertisements for the free. We not gonna do that, brother. Let me go ahead and get, give you that right there. Because at this point, it's just, you're not gonna get no free. You keep saying that, motherfucker. You know I don't do names in my chat. Fuck out of here. Yeah, that's what I said. That's literally what I just said, Art. Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah, bro, this is manosphere shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop putting the manosphere in that shit because it's not the same. These main people that are these fucking these investigative gossipers, brother, is not manosphere. And then like I said, O'Shea has denounced the manosphere. O'Shea said he not fucking with them niggas. He over there in Africa, right? So even though O'Shea is a progenitor of the quote-unquote black manosphere, O'Shea separated himself from the black manosphere, bro. So y'all can't take his gossiping and celebrity motherfucking what's name and put it on the manosphere now, bro. This is post-manosphere for O'Shea. You can't do that shit. You cannot do that shit, bro. Can't do that. But because that's the fucking brand name that everything branched off of, bro. That's home. That's the motherfucking main kingdom. Listen, bro, again,
the thing is that I learned, and it took me a little while, especially with niggas and people who try to like use your name. You have to come with the standards. And when you put standards on, and when you say, hey, I don't do this, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this, and put a whole list of stuff for them to use your stuff, if they don't fit none of that program, they can't take it. That's how you protect your shit. That's how you protect your brand. And you protect any kind of ideology. Hey, I don't do this. That's them. This. No. That's them. This. Like, oh, no. I don't do this. This. And you start protecting yourself. So, I don't get it.
East sector and all this other shit and la. A lot of these shits, bro. Charles, brother, again, the niggas that keep talking about left her whole family. I've come to find out. Got plastic surgery, left her family, and she doing motherfucking red pill content. She fine and she light skinned. Or she cute and she light skinned. So that's crazy. I always get it, not the third one. Chill out, bro. I always get it. Chill out, bro. Now, the married people shit, I can halfway understand it. But going into this shit in depth, bro, and trying to...
So, I had to give y'all a little lesson in the revision of history a lot of people try to do with the manosphere. Like I said, it went on too long. It's been like almost 2 hours. And I'm getting hungry and yeah. So, it's... You can't let people do a revision of history, right? You can't. You go up and down my channel, and you'll see a certain stuff that I talked about when it happened. Certain things when it happened. So, yeah.